Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Yolo from CZT Angie Gittles. Okay, this is super neat. I like its delicateness and that it's pretty easy to do. We like those kind, right? Okay. So this starts off with a curved line. I'm just going to start it right here in the corner, and however you want to curve it, right? Now, and there's some other tangles. Gosh, it seems like we did one not too long ago this way. It's not in my head. There's one called Divine that is similar to this, where we're going to branch off at the bottom of where this takes a turn. And I'm going to turn my tile upside down. So right where this is kind of curving this direction, kind of at the bottom of it, just kind of come off into a little spiral. Actually, I'm just going to do this side first. And same thing here. And of course you decide where. And that will be it. And then let's do this side. It's almost like my pen follows, and then almost like you ever trace something and you just don't quite get it to match up, and this is kind of like, whoa, okay, we've just gone a little bit more south. Or, well, if you live where there is icy weather, this happens all the time where, you think you're taking the curve just right, but nope, it's going to go a little bit different. And that, I guess I kind of think about that when I'm doing this one. And yeah, that will be it. I could probably fit one, but it would be going off the page. Well, you know what though? Let's just do. So just like where it's starting to curve. And part of this is, so in the For More Inspiration link. So this is what Angie says about her tangle. She needed an organic tangle that began with the letter Y. For a project she was working on, and so she couldn't find one that worked, so she just made one up. So, thinking of that too, we're creating that Y here. And I think it's like, that's right. Just, come up with one if you can't find one that works. That's just brilliant. All right. Next step is we're going to just put some seeds. So in these crevices, so I'm just going to have a seed shape come out just like so. And the same thing here. You do it on the one side and then flip it to the other side for the others. And for those that don't know, we call these seeds. So it's a curved line going one direction and then one going the other direction where they're meeting in the at each end like that. Now I know, that one didn't line up exactly right, but that's okay. All right, so in Angie's step out, she has it doing 2, and then in the sample below that, which I highly recommend taking a look at, she has 3. So just like everything's Zentangle, it's your tangle, and when you're doing it, I like to follow the step outs, and then sometimes if I want to, then you can kind of have extra fun with it. Now this might depend also on your spacing. So maybe you don't have room for 3, or maybe you just don't want to. So I like it that you can have that option. And then heck, you can go crazy if you want to. It's up to you. We're going to go ahead and put 3 in here because I like that. 3 is a great number. And well, here, let's just start one because that's all that's going to fit up there. Then the next step, actually the final step, before playtime, is we're just going to put an orb. So we're in this crevice where the spiral meets the seed. We're just going to put a nice little orb. And as you see me, I'm turning my tile. It is a for sure Zentangle thing, because we talk about it a lot. Turn your tile so your hand is comfortable. and sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. When I turn the tongue, somebody just feels more comfortable in one direction versus another. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do? I don't see... Oh, it looks like she did that in there. I don't see it in the step out. And this is an option. But I'm going to just color these in here. Fill that in. And it's going to depend on your seed shape and your orb shape and how everything comes together, because I'm looking at hers and it's so tight together, where mine is not, and that's okay. But that makes it look neat. Oh, really does. So then playtime, as I mentioned, you can do a number of things. A nice little line. You could do my favorite, the line dot dot, or line and a dot, or whatever you want. This time I'm just going to do a little line, because sometimes it's, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to just do something different. Like I said, those that know me know that I love that line dot dot. Let's see, and filling in this got me thinking too. I'm going to fill in right here because I had some little gaps. But let's do some teeny rounding in here. Anne doesn't have this in her step out. It's a neat technique that you can throw in whenever you want to, where there's, just a little gap. Okay, so comparing this to this. It's it just makes it a little, well, I don't know. It makes it a little bit more interesting, or not. I don't know. It adds a little weight in there, and since I've done those two, I'll finish. But it's another up to you thing. It's a technique that we kind of have at our fingertips, literally. And I try to make it so that way it's where it's curving this way. That is not cooperating. This is the time if you have a 005. I'm using an 01. The 005 is smaller than this. If I have it handy, and it doesn't look like I do. I was wanting to see what the actual number is. I mean, the size was. Okay, it's not handy. We're not going to worry about it. It's smaller than that. Just know that. And then, if you want to add some shading, we can have some extra fun with that. I would probably start off at the base here, where these seed shapes are all attaching themselves to the line. And I'm bringing it up just a little bit. The graphite, I mean. I have to finish my sentence in my head. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, they probably don't know what I'm meaning. Some of you do if you've been hanging around for a while. And yeah, the orb is just screaming to be. Well, let's see. No, let's do this. I don't know. I'm messing around for real, because I just had this thought in my head, because I've seen really neat, something that looks very pearly, kind of darker in the middle with a shine on both sides. And let's find a finer tortillon. Well, that just made it all gray. I should I know better. Grab one that doesn't have a pile of graphite already on it. That's okay. I'm just going to add this white jelly roll. This is the number 10. And it's very juicy, which is nice, especially if you're just wanting to daub on a little bit of white like this into an area. Yes, that looks neat. You know, I was also considering where you could put, you could have some fun with the lines, and where, you know, you're putting some graphite here or here, and I haven't quite fully thought it out. I'm going to have to play with that a little bit more, maybe. But it's just very delicate. This makes it very delicate. But you could have fun with a little bit, maybe a little bit more, like I said, on one side or the other. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm liking it just like this. Just like this. Oh, and all of a sudden on my the light on my camera is deciding to adjust itself. Maybe it's wanting to see those the little pearls a little bit better. And it looks neat having a little bit of white on both sides like that. So neat tangle, lots of fun. I can see lots of neat uses for this, and especially if you wanted to do something like, you know, use color and all of that kind of thing. But just so lovely, so delicate. Thanks, Angie, for having the need to create a tangle that starts with Y. I love it. All right. If you enjoyed the video, would love to have a thumbs up or a like. Feel free to share it with your friends. And if you like it enough to see more, I would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. This is a daily quickie video that I'm posting on our Facebook group, which that link is in the description section below. Links to the step outs. I do a daily tangle, and this is how it takes its form. So, you know, if you're on Facebook and enjoy tangling a lot, check us out. I do have a couple of required questions, just because I'm trying to, you know, have just keep a nice tone for the group and make sure that, you know, everybody that's there really wants to be there. Yeah, in the description section also link to my website. So if you'd like to connect, like to take some online classes, I do both free classes and paid classes. So would love to have check me out. Check it out for free. There are some replays on the YouTube channel here, so you can see if you enjoy us enough. Every time it's a different tangle. I actually. Because I just have this weird goal to not repeat tangles. Not that we can't, or if we might throw something else in, but it's just exploring a tangle, having fun, just kind of like this, and we have a great time, and produce a lot of neat results. So would love to have you join us. And with that, I think I hit everything. Yes. Oh, well, except for I'll just do a little plug. If you're interested in the classes and you enjoy them, make sure to check out, I have a membership club that is basically a subscription. So if you're interested in you know, want to take tangling, or, you know, even if it's you can't make it to the day, but you want to, you know, have access to the replays, it's kind of an all access type of thing. So that helps to keep me producing things. And also, if you need supplies, I do have a link on my site for that as well. And I appreciate any support that you like to give. So, and if it's nothing else, hey, a good word in the comments, I always appreciate that. So thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.